as I add interactions, I can navigate through the video using the bar that's down below. But let's take a look at how to add some of the more common, or at least one of the more common interactions, and that is a multiple choice question. So you'll notice here that there is something called a single choice set. That is something that allows you to essentially give a mini quiz of many multiple choice questions. But most often, you're probably going to want to just add one single question here. And you notice that I'm currently at spot 212 in the video, important to take note of. And then I'm going to go ahead and click the button that says multiple choice. Now, students, if they were paying attention, should know the answer to this question. And I'm going to set the display time to only display this question from 212 to 212, but I'm going to pause the video. So the video will stop as soon as this question pops up. Now, students have, you have two options for displaying the question. One is as a button, and the other is as a poster that appears across the video. And I like to use the poster model. And again, that will automatically pause the video. You can give the question a title if you'd like. I'm just going to give the question title light sensitive region. Students will not see the question title. That's just for you to check later on. And I'm going to give a question in this area. So this is where you enter the question stem. What is the name of the light sensitive region of the eye? And again, this is something that if students were paying attention to the video, they should be able to answer this. Now, I'm going to go ahead just by habit and just to make sure I get the correct answer in there. I'm going to put the correct answer first. And it doesn't really matter where I put it because it's going to shuffle the answers anyway. But the answer in this case is the retina. And I want to go ahead and mark the question as correct. And if I want, I can give students either a tip for a hint, or I can give them feedback based on whether or not they choose this answer. We'll leave that blank for now. I'm going to put in some distractors now. And you can add more options. So I'll just add a few more distractors for them. And I've marked my correct answer. The next thing I want to point out is that you can have several behavioral settings that you can set for students. Automatically, they have a chance to retry the question. You can enable the show solution button. We can turn those off for now. You can choose to randomize the answers, which is on by default. And so there are a wide range of things that you could check this out, or you could set for this question. So feel free to check those out. There are also adaptivity settings that you can set. So for instance, if you wanted to, you could allow them to skip ahead in the video if they get a question correct, or you could set an action on all wrong, which is sometimes interesting. If you wanted to go back, for instance, to the beginning of the segment where it gives students the answer if they get the answer wrong, in this case, it was the beginning of the video. If the student gets the question wrong, they go back to the beginning of the video. Okay. And you also want to check the box that says require full score for task before proceeding, because there's going to be another setting that I'll show you in just a little bit that will prevent them from moving beyond the question until they get it wrong or until they get it right. So we'll click done. And now we have our poster question. So I want to make it so that students don't have to scroll within this little window. They can just see the question pop up and they see the button to check their answer. And this is what they'll see when they get to this point in the video. So that's how you add a single multiple choice question.